Good morning. You'll hear this voice, you'll see this face. You'll know it's 8 a.m. It's time for Solace Saturday. So come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. You know, I say good morning till somebody say it back. So good morning, good morning, good morning. Somebody gonna say it back soon enough. Y'all gonna get tired of hearing me in my voice. Good morning. Good morning. But I'm not gonna waste a lot of time. I got a lot to say today. I always got something to say today, right? I got something to say every day. I guess that's why God gave me this platform. So, good morning, good morning, good morning. Is somebody saying good morning to me? And it's all good. It's all a part of the process. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I don't know. I feel like today is going to be a really good day. Maybe because I slept really good last night. I don't know. A few more people and then we're going to start. But I don't know. I woke up expecting something today. And I hope I can pass it off to y'all because I don't know what I'm feeling, what I'm doing. I'm making sure I don't tag the same people twice. That's all, y'all. And then I am going to be done with this. Because I don't want to spend too much time on this. Okay? All right, great. And, I know she'll be on, but Auntie Linda always show up. But I want to make sure I tag her. And my Auntie Sandy, because I miss her on here too. And I know I'm tagging a lot of females. You know why I tag a lot of females? Because I don't have a problem with the male audience. Male audience always pop up. But I'm good. And that's it. I've done what I'm supposed to do. So back to our regular broadcast, right? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. And welcome. I am your host, Cherise Stevenson, and you have tuned in to Solace Saturday. How's everybody doing? Good morning, Rufus. Good morning, Shaka. Solace Saturday is a platform of growth and encouragement where I challenge you to make a choice to change. We use this platform as a mirror, not to look at ourselves, but to look within ourselves. And we make that change with positivity. We make that change through book. This platform was birthed from this book. I named it Unwanted, which is the third installment of a trilogy. And I Know Who I Am is the process to positivity. It is not the only process, but it is a process to a bigger, better, greater you, right? So this is what we do on Saturdays at 8 a.m. every Saturday. And this book is composed of 3 components. Your positive aspirations, which are positive quotes, your positive inspirations, which are positive scriptures, and positive affirmations, which is my favorite part, is where we speak positivity over ourselves. So again, good morning and welcome. Please come on in, tag, like, share, comment, subscribe, tag, like, share, comment, subscribe, tag, like, share, comment, subscribe. What are we subscribing to? We are subscribing to YouTube. Yes, this platform can be found on YouTube. Under my name, Cherise Stevenson, and my website as well is CheriseStevenson.me. So CheriseStevenson.me and Cherise Stevenson for YouTube. I'm trying to keep everything uniform and simple so you ain't got to look for 12 different names. Just look for my name and you'll find me on YouTube and you will find my website. Okay. And for the books, I said it was a trilogy and it was installments. So here go my first baby of the trilogy. The name of the trilogy is Unnamed and Unwanted. And the first installment was What Am I Here For? My middle child is Unnamed and Unwanted, The Possibilities of Me. And of course, this is our book that we use for Solace Saturday. All right, all books can be found on Amazon. And if not, I do have stock here at home. So if you just want to do it that way and have them mailed for me directly, just inbox me and I can send them out. All right. So good morning and welcome. How was everybody's week? How's everybody doing? Ain't nobody talking to me in the comments. That's okay because I can talk by myself. I live by myself. So I can talk by myself. Make me know, never mind. But I'm here for you all. So come on in. Again, talk to me. Say good morning. How you doing? What's going on? How was your week? Are you still waking up commanding your day? And if so, are you noticing a change in how you handle your day or go through your day or how you handle yourself? Are you still thanking God? It's always a good day to give thanks unto God. Oh, I almost said God, Jesus. Unto God. You know, we hype it up during the season between Thanksgiving and New Year's, but every day is a good day to give thanks unto God. So we wake up, we give God thanks, we command our day. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a great day. And we go forward. We go forward with our day, right? So I'm excited. So just give me 2 more minutes. Well, more than 2 more minutes, but 2 minutes for this particular person. And we're going to get right into it. So I got birthday shout outs. First, my best friend Chris, his birthday was the 26th, and it's a milestone. And I purposely shout him out. He is a part of the male audience who you sporadically may see him put up a comment, but he watches every Saturday. And he is my constructive criticism. He'll call me, be like, okay, I need you to do this a little bit different. I need you to do this. I need you to do that. You're doing a great job. Keep going. You don't even know how you're encouraging me or you encouraging my family members. Yeah. So he has been my portrait of faith. And if you follow me on Facebook, I gave him a big shout out for his birthday because there was a season where I totally just gave up. I gave up on life. I gave up on God. I was just going through the motions. And he would not let me die physically, spiritually, emotionally. Chris would just come through and just keep me uplifted. And we all need a good person like that in our lives. So this is why I'm taking my time shouting him out. Not that anybody else was irrelevant in my life of me being here, because Lord knows it took a village, a community, a nation to get me where I am today. But it's his birthday. So I want to shout out Chris, who is out of town on vacation. I just want to say happy birthday to you. And I love you so much. This next birthday, and y'all know this person. Today is actually officially my bishop's birthday. And we're going to clap for my bishop because he has been on here encouraging us as a people. and he encourages us behind the scenes. Y'all don't even know. He gives Solace setting a shout out every chance he can get, and I appreciate that because we don't have too many leaders who are supportive like that. We have good preachers, and some have good pastors, but we don't have good people. And Bishop James A. Jones Sr. is a good preacher, a good pastor, and a good person. So I want to personally just take this time out to acknowledge him on his official day, which is today, to let him know that I love him and I appreciate him and his support and his talks, his cut ups, his chastisement. Because I am who I am today. This platform exists because of him. The change you see in me is because of him. He is what you see is what you get. It's really, but he walks the walk and he talks the talk. And I've seen it. I've seen it for myself, right? You ain't gonna punch them in the face. You're not gonna do them like they doing you. You really not gonna do it? Like, really? Oh wait, so since you're not gonna do it, can I do it? He'd be like, no, daughter. I'd be like, you with this, no, like, sir, what are you doing? But I've seen him stand on the word of God, and I've seen him be vindicated through the word of God. And I see the word of God come through in his stance. If God be for us, who can be against us? I've seen it. So that's how I was able to create my place of, okay, all right. Because I seen somebody else do it, and who I seen do it, I respect and I trust. And let me tell you, I let him know. I come back and I apologize. And look, I didn't see it. I didn't know how it was going to turn out. I apologize. But I get it now. So just shout out to Bishop James A. Jones for just being a phenomenal human being. I hope your day is great. I hope your year just blows your mind. Who else's birthday was this week? Get this. His daughter, Kyla, who's my little fashionista, it's her birthday too. So I want to shout out Kyla. Happy birthday, love bug. I love me some Kyla. Kyla is straightforward. You straight, no chaser. That's my Kyla. I love me some Kyla. So those are my birthday shout outs. Quick announcements, y'all. Y'all may get another invite. I'm not sure if I've done it already. I don't think I did this one. But Chit Chat with Cherise is going live stream starting on the 1st. Chit Chat with Cherise comes on the 1st of every month. So whichever day the 1st falls on, that's when you'll have Chit Chat with Cherise. I have a co-host. And this is going to be very, very entertaining. You want to talk about oil and water? We don't mix, we don't match. It's amazing that we've been friends for about a good 20, 25 years or so. It's amazing to me because, and I think we locked in a time. I think we locked in for 7 p.m. because it works with both our schedules. So on February 1st at 7 p.m., we plan to launch and go live. That's going to also be on YouTube. And we'll be here. We'll be streaming. We'll be live. I let her pick the first topic because she's just that controversial. I don't know where we're going with it. I don't know what it is quite. We talked about several things. I don't know which one she's going with. But listen, tune in for a good chuckle and a good conversation. Totally, totally different from Solace Saturday, but you still will find some level of encouragement within Chit Chat with Cherise. LOL, which stands for Life of the Lotus, also has a page where you get your mid-week inspirations. That is back up and running. I encourage you to also follow that page if you haven't done so already. It'll be something that we said on the platform. It could be something that one of you have said. It could be something that my bishop said in service or in Bible study. Just a midweek, word of encouragement to get us through the rest of the week, right? And finally, we are still praying for my other staff member, Vanessa Bennett, and her family. We're still praying for my nanny. Let us also include in our prayers Israel. They've had a mass killing, so I don't know. It's just a lot going on out there. I saw it on the news briefly. Don't look good. It's mass killings all through there. We want to pray for them. And of course, we want to pray for the Nichols family, that young black man out in Memphis, Tyree Nichols and his family. I don't want to get into it on the political side and police brutality. We may do those conversations on Chit Chat with Cherise, but let's just pray for that family, right? So with all that's being said, let's get into the book, right? Let's see what is going to be poured into us today and see how we're going to be encouraged for the week, right? And we start off with our aspirations. And oh my God, we're up to week 14 already. Season 3 is moving, y'all. Season 3 is absolutely moving. So as you can see, the aspiration is going across your screen. I'm going to read it in your hearing, all right? It says, as you awaken to the new day, put your hands to your heart, breathe in, and say, I am loved, I am love, I am lovable, I love love. Whoo, that's a lot of loving going on, right? But you know what? We can't even get to embracing love until you are awakened. And you got to wake up. Your internal being has to be awakened and realize that it's a brand new day. Whatever happened yesterday is yesterday's business. It's over. And I know for me, I don't know about y'all, but I know for me, I had a really, really bad habit of dragging stuff over from one day to the next, from 1 month to the next, from 1 year to the next, from my childhood to my adulthood. And I think that's where a lot of stuff get lost. We miss the importance of a new day, right? So every day that you're awakened, you get to open up your two pretty brown eyes and you get to stretch and yawn and scratch. It's your new day. You get to inhale and exhale. It's a new day. Yesterday is gone. We'll never see that day again. Let it go. The only thing we can do with yesterday is learn from it. That's all we can do. All we can do from yesteryear is learn from it. And what are we learning? We're learning that I am loved. I am lovable. I am loved. And you may not appreciate ways some people have loved you, or it just wasn't noticeable, but I'm learning that people do the best that they can do, or they do what they know to do. Somebody tried to tell me that about my mother, like somewhere in there, she loved you. She just did the best that she could. And I'm not going to even hold y'all. I'm not going to even lie to y'all and tell y'all I accepted that. That statement lasted for like 20 minutes. It calmed me down. I could see their point that she did the best that she knew or she could do. It worked for 20 minutes, but I'm sorry, ain't nobody that nasty, that vindictive, that I'm sorry. There was just no love there. I'm sorry. However, so this is why I struggled with loving myself. You know, I'll tell myself I'm cute all day. I'm cute all day. But to love yourself internally, I'm just now learning how to embrace that and how to apply it and how to stand in it and not say it because somebody told me to say it, but I say it because I believe it. And it took me a long time to get here because I wanted it from somebody who just didn't give it to me at all. So I didn't know what that was. So how can I give myself something that I know it's a need, but I never had it. So I don't know what it is. You know, like it's just you can't do something that you're not used to doing, right? So everybody loves on me or loves me, but I wasn't loving myself because it wasn't in me to love myself. Can we be honest? It wasn't in me. So I was looking for love in all the wrong places. That was part of me being broken. Um, but I got it now though. When we first started doing Solace Saturday, I remember this page. I remember this page. I remember this aspiration because it broke me. It broke me because I realized that I still wasn't in a place of loving myself, and I was just existing. I really wasn't living. And I'm wrote 3 books and I'm launching out into entrepreneurship, and I still wasn't loving myself. I wasn't fully excited about anything that I accomplished. People around me, oh my God, you're an awesome, you know how important that is, and that's huge, that's major. And I was like, thank you. Thank you. But now thanks to Solid Saturday, this it isn't just for you. This is for me too. Y'all have no idea how much this has built me up and it's giving me what I need. I didn't know I needed, right? Because sometimes we don't know what we need until we get it. And it's after the fact. You be like, huh, I didn't know I needed that. I needed love. I needed love. And I needed to love me internally first. So I'm there. So I wake up in love with myself. I wake up loving myself. And it's a beautiful thing. And when you love yourself, you don't misplace expectations on other people. We can't control what other people say or do or how they feel. We are only in control of us. So why not wake up loving God and loving yourself? And if you haven't done it, like I wasn't doing it for years, practice. Practice. When you realize how dope you are, and you really are doing this thing, and you really are walking this walk, and you really are about your bag, and you really are about your business, and you're about the business that pays you, and you going to school, and you raising your kids, and you start to love yourself. You start to love yourself. And I'm learning that can't nobody love you like you. So I'm thinking, and it causes me to think, let's just deal with men in my life, right? Were the men in my life loving me the way that they did because of what I was displaying? Like, could they see my brokenness? Could they see my hurt? Could they hear my hurt? Could they hear it? Could they sense it? Because that's what I got in return, right? I got brokenness and I got mishandled. And so was I mishandling myself? Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and say yeah, because we show people how to. Sorry, y'all, I just kicked the light. We show people how to treat us, right? So unaware, I didn't know that's what I was doing for myself. But I got it now. Season 3 on love, and I got it now. What a difference. in my life. I'm true to myself. I'm honest, more honest with myself. Um, and that all comes from a place of love. You know, I have expectations of me. Um, and I'm getting it done. And they're realistic expectations, you know. So I'm in a good place. I love love. I'm lovable. I am loved, and I am love. I am. I love all of you. I love all of you for tuning in, sacrificing, being up this early in the morning, laughing with me, laughing at me. Yeah, because I don't worry, don't feel bad. I laugh at myself. If y'all was here last week, y'all know, yeah, it was a piece of something, right? But life is all about learning. And when you learn to love yourself, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. I breathe better. I feel better about myself. And if something don't get done, I'm learning not to be so hard on myself. I All right, we'll try again later. Just don't let later be too late. Don't fall into that habit of, oh, I'll do it later, I'll do it later, because then later just may be too late. But I don't beat myself up about it. I don't anymore. I still give myself the girl, you know better than that. Get yourself together and get it done. And that's the speech I give myself every day. Get it done. That's my new get it done. That's my new thing for me. Right? But awaken to the new day. The new day. What is your new day? Let your new day be a new day of love. Right? And it's so funny, right? Because isn't Valentine's Day coming up? So don't just love yourself on the 14th. Love yourself on the 15th. Love yourself on the 16th. Love yourself. Love yourself every day. Every new day that you are awakened. Like I said, after you stretch and yawn and scratch, you look around, the house ain't burned down, the kids is all right, you got groceries, you got $2 in your pocket, because I know I got like $1.12 in mine. Right? It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a day full of love, a great day of expectation, and we move on. When you do stuff and you execute in love, everything falls into place. So we're going to commit to ourselves that we're going to love ourselves just a little bit better. If you're already loving yourself, good for you. I commend you. That is not my testimony. That was not. Let me say, it is my testimony now. It wasn't my testimony before. But even in that, love yourself a little bit more. Love yourself a little bit better. There is so much more to life than what we see with our natural eye. Love. I think that's just going to be the key word for the day, right? The key word is love for the day, right? And believe it. Believe it about yourself. You are worthy. You are of value. You are important. You matter. Yeah. You do. You are. Right? And all of that is under the umbrella of love. Right? When you love yourself, you start realizing your worth and your value. And then, Lord, if you be like I was and start thinking about some stuff and be like, I don't believe you allowed it to happen that long. Did you really? And then you went back? And then I think I said it last week or the week before about potential. Potential is a trap. It's tricky and it's a trap. And I'm going to say it again. Don't fall for potential and don't fall for potential. Because that potential, it'll manipulate you and you'll get stuck in some things. I'm a witness. I'm talking about myself. You'll get stuck in some things. And then when you love yourself enough, you'll recognize the red flags of potential and you won't get stuck like I was. Past tense. Right? And so with that being said, we're going to move on to our inspirational scripture for the day. and it is up on your screen, and it is 2 Thessalonians 3:3. And it says, but the Lord is faithful, who shall establish you and keep you from evil. But the Lord is faithful, who shall establish you and keep you from evil. Right? And that's 2 Thessalonians 3:3. Right? I'm trying to figure out why I don't see comments. Hold on, y'all. Is nobody really watching today? Am I missing something? I'm going to continue. I just want to make sure all my devices is up and running and right. And I think we are on and we're right. All right, cool. So anyway, I just want to make sure my devices was working. So 2 Thessalonians 3:3. It starts off with, but the Lord is faithful, right? And we know the word but, I was an English major in high school. The word but negates what was said previously, right? This is why I was teaching y'all some time ago, you say, I'm unsure about this. I don't know if I should do this, or I'm not feeling well, but I believe God, right? Because that but changes all that was just previously said, right? So you're not sure if you should go after that job, but I trust God. It negates how you feel. And I was teaching you guys how to end on a positive note. So it is here with this, but the Lord is faithful, which leads me to just believe that something was said or something was done for this but to be the opening statement of this verse. But the Lord is faithful. So whatever happened before that but don't sound too assured. Don't sound too, because if we have to, it's a reminder, the Lord is faithful, right? So that just lets me know, and it lets us know, right, that no matter how you feel, no matter what you're dealing with, no matter what it looks like right here in the here and now, in the present, right now at 8:35 a.m. on January 28th, whatever it looks like right here, right now, the Lord is faithful. The Lord is faithful. The Lord is faithful. Kids acting up, the Lord is faithful. Co-workers are acting up, the Lord is faithful. Jobs in jeopardy, Lord is faithful. School is hard, the Lord is faithful. I don't feel well in my body, the Lord is faithful. But, the Lord is faithful. It's through the Lord that we live, move, and have our being. In God, there is no failure, right? He is not a man that he shall lie, right? He's faithful. He's faithful through word. He's faithful in deed. I've never seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. What I'm saying to you guys is all scriptures. Because the Lord is faithful. The Lord is faithful and he is just. He honors his word above his name. But the Lord is faithful. And guess what? He shall establish you. Shall, in biblical terms, is our will, right? W-I-L-L. He will establish you. Will. So if you're unsure about the word shall, you don't know what shall means. Shall means will. It will be done. It's an action word, right? The Lord is faithful, who will establish you. He's going to do it. He's going to do it. Will, shall, those are positivity in action, right? It's positivity in action. It's going to be done. He's going to establish you. I think it's 2 Peter 5:10, I think. But there's a scripture that says, after you suffer for a while, he shall strengthen you and establish you. right? He will. He will. The establishment is the conclusion of the process. You got to go through the process, right? We don't like it. It's hard. It hurts. It makes me cry. But you'll be better for it in the end. I promise you, you will. And it's not as bad as it could be without the Lord on your side. Right? With God who is faithful. Remember a few weeks ago I said he will make a way of escape? He always makes a way of escape. We're going to feel it a little bit because we have to learn. That's just like you touch a hot stove, you know the stove is hot, you're not going to touch it again. Not willingly, right? Because it's hot. But you had to learn that it was hot, because me telling you don't touch the stove, don't touch the stove, don't touch the stove don't mean nothing to you. But if you touch it, and okay, now you got it. So you had to feel it a little bit. So we're going to feel it a little bit in the process, because we got to learn and make a mental note. Don't do that. Don't go there. Don't say that. Don't talk to them. Don't. And once we learn and we come on through, God's going to establish you in your bigger, better, greater. This is what this platform is about, so we can learn who we are through Christ, right? And love ourselves. There that love word again, right? Love ourselves, not to want to go back to that, because it was something about familiarity we spoke about a few weeks ago, right? And we keep going back to stuff because it's familiar, right? And we're afraid to launch out into the new because we don't know. So we stay in the hurt, we stay in the abuse, we stay in being mishandled, we stay there because at least we know what we got. That's what we tell ourselves, right? Well, at least I know, at least they here, I'm here for the kids. No. And it's not good for the kids. Because you think kids don't hear and see. Kids hear and see everything. You're showing your kids that it's okay to be devalued and abused and disrespected. And nah, that's not cool. Love yourself enough to get out of that situation, right? But now that we've been through that situation, God is still faithful, because now you've learned from it, and now he's going to establish you and keep you from evil, right? But the Lord is faithful, who shall establish you and keep you from evil. So we're not going through that foolery again. We're not going through that negativity again. We're not going through none of that again. We'll see it. We'll be able to identify it. And then we'll make the right choice not to go through it again. Because the Lord is going to keep you from evil. The Lord is going to make a way of escape. Now, if you end up back there, then that's just you've been going on your free will. And you're doing it without God, because God is not in that. It is God's good pleasure to bless us. And here we are seeing it right here. He is faithful. He is faithful. He wants us to be established and he wants to keep us from evil, but we have to allow him to do it. That's just like a good parent. That girl ain't it. She ain't the one. Daughter, he ain't the one. Son, she ain't the one. Oh, mom, oh, dad, I know what I'm talking about. You don't know them like I know them. Da, 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 da. And we go on, right? Only to come back to say, you were right. Sorry, mom, sorry, dad, you were right. Same thing it is between us and God. He knows what's best for us. He does. He's faithful. He's faithful. He wants to establish us. He wants us to bless us. He wants us to have an abundance of love, joy, peace, being established, being successful. Yes, being successful is a part of God's plan for us as well. This is why this journey to bigger, better, greater is a journey, because the journey is a process. And in this process, we are learning and we are loving and we are living. We're lifing, right? Because we learned that there's a difference between living and life, right? So we're lifing. And when you're lifing, you're maturing, right? And you're making better decisions and you're moving better. And you're being more strategic in your planning and your decision making, right? But negates everything before it. And whatever was before this but, we got to remember the Lord is faithful. God's faith in us means everything. God's faithfulness means everything. Do y'all know God has more faith in us than we have in ourselves? That's why you just have to lean on him, lean on his word, read his word. That's how you build your faith. Build your faith in God through his word. Never, all through all 66 books, God has never failed his people. His people. He's never failed. He's never failed. He never lied. He's always on time because God is timeless. There was a big debate about that on my timeline the other week. I just scrolled. Ooh, the ignorance that come out of some people's mouths is just mind-blowing. And these are the people that go to church. Okay. Whole different topic. But God is infinite. He's limitless. He is timeless. Time was created for us, not God. But anyway, but the Lord is faithful, who shall establish you and keep you from evil. Who's the you? You. Who's the you? Me. Who's the you? Us. I keep telling y'all, I'm a part of this. I am not exempt just because I sit in this chair and talk to y'all. Does he keep me from evil? He sure do. And sometimes the evil ain't even outward. The evil can be inward. Sometimes he just keep me from myself. That sounds weird, right? Yeah, but it's the truth. Because sometimes the mental goes off. Goes off a little bit. And he keeps me from the evil of those memories, of going back to feeling useless, feeling unworthy, feeling unloved, right? That's our word for the day, right? Love, right? He keeps me from that level of emotional and verbal abuse, which is what my books are about. That evil, me feeling unwanted and unnecessary, right? He keeps me from that evil. Everything is not always physical. Everything is not always somebody else. Sometimes the evil can be you. Sometimes we can be our own evil, our own hindrance, our own obstacles, right? He keeps you from that. God is faithful to keep you from evil. But you have to let him. You have to let him. You have to let him. We're not going to fight God, because let me let you in a secret. You're going to lose. You're going to lose that fight. I lose regularly. I lose. So I get tired of fighting God because I'm going to lose. So listen to the loud, light-skinned lady. Stop fighting God and let God be God. Stop wasting time. All God wants for us is to have life and have it more abundantly. That's the word. That's what he wants for us. Right? We just have to let him be God. Right? So with that being said, we are moving on to our aspiration, which is my favorite part of the book, because we get to speak over ourselves, right? And we take it with us through the week. I hope you'll practice these affirmations through the week, because it really does help and encourage. And there it is scrolling across the screen. I'm going to read it, And it says, I will always, and we fill in the blanks. It's going across the screen with a blank because that's how it's written in the book. So when you have the book, you can fill it in, right? Those of you who have the book refuse to write in the book, which is why we're in the process of making journals for you wonderful people. Amen. Amen. But nevertheless, you get to write because you have to go back and read what you wrote to encourage yourself. Because I'm not with you every day, right? I'm not with you every day. So you gotta feed yourself to build yourself up. You know, like I told y'all, I tell myself I'm cute every day. On a bad day, I'm like, you cute. Your eyes are pretty. But I had a problem telling myself, I love you, you know, or you are loved. That was my thing. Now I'm there now. So it's something that you got to go back to. It's something that you got to practice, right? It takes practice. Positivity takes practice. Negativity takes practice. Positivity and negativity are taught. And this is what Solace Saturday is all about. So our affirmation for this week is, I will always. What are you going to always do? I will always put God first. I will always put God first. I will always put God first. I will always love myself. I will always be honest with my audience. I will always be here to love on you, to support you, to push you until you push me away. But I will always be here for you. A few weeks ago, and I forgot to tell y'all, we had a visitor and she actually reached out to me, and I sat in this house and cried because somebody heard me and there was a need and they reached out to me, and and we talked and we did, and it was good. It was good to let me know that my living is not in vain. Not that you guys make me feel like I'm nothing, never that, but this was somebody completely, I didn't know, and they took heed. I don't know if they were just doing it to see if I would really be there or not, but whatever the case was, they did, and I answered, I responded, and it was great. Somebody's listening, somebody's watching the replay, somebody's watching on YouTube, and so I will always be there. I will always be here for you. I will always have a listening ear. Sometimes you don't need me to talk to you. Sometimes you just need me to listen, or need someone to listen. Sometimes people just need to be heard. I'm one of those people. I just need to be heard. I'm just gonna put it out there. I don't want to be right. I don't want to be wrong. I just need to be heard. And once I say what I gotta say, I'm done. And those that are close to me understand that. My daddy understood that. My bishop understands that. And then he'll come with the daughter, and I'll be like, ugh, but but that's the relationship that I have with everybody with me. Just if I need to vent, just let me vent. If I just need to say how I feel, just let me say how I feel. I just need to be heard. I need to let it out. I just need to get it out. Right? Maybe because I wasn't able to talk to my mom. She was a person who spoke for me, told me how I felt, told me what I was thinking, told me what I was going to say, and then one turn around and be like, answer me. You hear me talking to you? I'm like, ugh. I don't know which one of us needed to have the white jacket that tied in the back, but yeah. So never had a chance to explain myself, express myself. I never had that moment. So now, just let me say what I gotta say. Right? Just like right now, right? I just need to say what I had to say. Right? I will always encourage you. I will always. I will always give constructive criticism. I could be wrong. Most times I'm not. Most times I'm not. But I had I had someone in my life, and I saw who they could become. I saw the greatness in them, and they couldn't see it in themselves. And they didn't want it, but they didn't know how to tell me they didn't want it. So they parted ways with me. And I had to think about, well, what did I do? Maybe I pushed too much. So if I'm pushing too much, tell me, and I'll fall back. But I saw that what I wanted for them was not what they wanted for themselves. So I apologize for that. I'm sorry. Because I could be overbearing, but if I believe in you, I believe in you. And I know you can do it, then I know you can do it. And if I feel like you playing yourself short, I'm gonna challenge you on that, because I know it's in you. And this particular person, I know it's in them. They chose not to. I know it's in them. But I know what I was pushing them to do, they can do it in their sleep. They can do it in their sleep. They've been doing it all along. But nevertheless, if I'm pushing too much, y'all, just be like, Reese, it's a bit much. I'm not ready for that right now. I hear you, but say something. Just don't let me look like an idiot and wasting energy and time. If that's not what you want to do, please say something. Because I'm going to always support. I'm going to always push. I am. That's who I am. I'm going to always defend you. That's who I am. I am going to always be me. I created this saying about myself. Look, I'm Cherise all day. And I may have to get a hoodie made that says that, because look, I'm Cherise all day. What does that mean? It means I ain't changing. What you see is what you get. And what you hear is what you heard. I didn't say that in the beginning, but I'm going to say it now. What you see is what you get, and what you hear is what you heard. And 10 times out of 10, I meant it. I meant it. Good, bad, and different, I meant it. Do I have to check my tone? Yes, I'm working on it. But you got to know, I will always be Cherise. And y'all going to know. Y'all going to know when I'm for you. Y'all going to know when I'm not. Y'all going to know when I got your back. And y'all going to know when I'm done. Y'all going to know. Y'all going to know. It ain't going to have to be a long conversation, a long exhortation, none of that. Like, yeah, she over it. I am. Yeah, she done. I am. Doesn't mean I love you any less. It just means I'm done. That's what that means. I'm Cherise all day. So that what does that mean? That means if you need me, if you call me or whatever, I'm gonna be there. But I'm not giving all that energy. I'm learning. You know what? When you learn to love yourself, back to the aspiration. When you learn to love yourself, you learn to challenge. Not challenge. Yeah. Well, channel, not challenge. Channel. You change your energy. All that energy you putting out to people and on stuff and things, and you feel like they're wasting your time and your energy. It's not a feeling. They are wasting your time and your energy. Nobody wants to tell the truth. They're wasting your time and your energy. So when you learn to love yourself, you channel that energy back to you. Put that energy into you. Oh, she moving funny. No, I'm still here for you. I'm not just going to do more than what is needed for you. So instead of me giving you an hour and 45 minutes, you'll get an hour. But an hour and 1 minute, that belongs to me. I'm not. If I'm picking up that you don't want it, I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna stop working to convince you that this is what you should be doing, or this is what you need, or this is what you need to stop doing, and I'm just being honest, because God has given me purpose and the vision and the dream and vision and the plan, and I need to be executing that. There's some time, like these last 20 years, I can't get that back. So I'm asking God to extend me an extra 20 years so I can get all that I need to get done. That's just where I'm at with it. Do I love any less? No. I will always love you. I'm a person of love, simply because I didn't get it from my mom when I was a kid. So I'm going to always love. I'm just not going to move the way you want me to move like that. I have no more time, no more energy to waste. But I will always, that's our affirmation, right? I will always be here for you. Just that there's boundaries now. There's boundaries, there's limits. Because I'm just like, I'm here for you. And that was it. No, now I was like, all right. We got time for this? Okay, I'm not. I'm just being honest, right? Because I got to birth what God put in me for me, right? And if I'm saying something to you, it should touch and agree. It should stir up. It should be like, oh, you know what? I remember I wanted to do that. I did. Wow, how does she know that? Wow, maybe I should go back and do that and look at that and see and check it out. Instead of just letting me talk, and then I'm here for your good. I want everybody to make it. I want everybody to cross over. I want everybody on this journey to bigger, better, greater. Maybe there's some people that's not ready for the bigger, better, greater, and that's okay. I just need you to understand, even though I will always be here for you, we now have boundaries and limits. That's what I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. And that is our time, y'all. God, I hope something was said today that was helpful, made you think, challenging you to make a choice to change. Hope you're loving yourself some more. Again, February 1st, Chit Chat with Cherise will launch. I believe we clocked in 7 p.m. I'm going to send out invites to Chit Chat with Cherise. Please don't just like the page, but follow the page so you will know that we are on for Chit Chat with Cherise. I'm excited. I don't know what's going to come out this person's mouth. Y'all pray for me that I don't go off the air, that I don't get canceled, right? But thank y'all for tuning in. I love y'all so much. Again, happy birthday to my best friend, Chris Wynn, and my Bishop James A. Jones Sr. I hope you guys are just living it up. Until next week, y'all stay safe and stay encouraged. Bye.